there's no reason. Like, there's nothing you can tell me that justify you doing something that you know I don't want you to do.
Yeah.
And you know that I don't want you to do it. So you can't justify that. You can't be like, oh, I didn't know. Well, bitch, the message is. Say what's up. So I got a situation that happened earlier today that kind of made me mad, but I want to know if I'm overreacting. So,
you are. No, my bad. My fault.
So they never heard the story. This literally just happened. So I thought, let me ask these guys because I might overreact a lot, but maybe I don't. Maybe I'm tripping. But all right, so this is what happened.
I don't think you reacted enough. You should have smacked it.
I don't think you reacted enough.
So I'm driving, and one of my boys calls me. He's like, little do you guys know, in January I had a relative pass. I'm the type of person, I only tell people that need to know situations, like stuff like that. Like, I'm not gonna tell the people at my job, this happened, because I don't care that much, Nonetheless, so my boy calls me, he's like, hey man, I heard what happened, blah blah blah. I didn't tell this person, so I'm like, oh cool, how'd you know? Oh, this person told me. I'm like, all right, cool. I didn't tell that person either. So I hit up this person like, yo, are you telling people about this situation? And she hit me with well, it's public information. Like, mind you, I didn't tell her at all. Like, the only reason she found out was because it was on Facebook. But so she hit me with I didn't know it was a secret, blah 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 blah. The people that she told don't even know this person either. So it's like, in my head, I'm like, a whole bunch of people now know this information about me. About an event in my life that have nothing to do with, because they don't even know the person at all. So it's more or less, I feel like it's disrespectful. Am I overreacting for being mad about that? Like, for somebody to tell my business of something of that amplitude without even asking me, like, hey, is it cool if I share this with these people, or for it to not even, because they don't know this man.
I slightly agree.
Because they don't even know him, so it's like, for you to just be, he would never get brought up in the conversation.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Where I'm gonna go with this is, like, the person who found out, this chick you're talking about, however she found out, if whoever she told, if they didn't know about it already, it ain't even nothing to talk about.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm not overreacting. What you think, Calvin?
My thing is, I could definitely see why you would have some disdain. Again, it's your business, so I can see why you would want to tell your own business. Do I think I would be mad? I don't know about mad, but we would have to have a conversation about that. Now, if we already had the conversation before and you still mouth running, then yeah, I probably would be mad. It's like, how many times I gotta tell you? Stop telling my you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, what is it gonna take? Like,
it was more or less the principle. It's like, having somebody tell you your business that you wanted to tell them, was like, wait, and then it's like the people that she told, they didn't hit my phone on some, my condolences, or I heard what happened. I saw them literally yesterday. Nobody acted like they knew. So I'm like, what was the point of telling them? Like, how did that help you, and how did that help me? Like, how did you telling these people my business help any type of situation?
Yeah, they wasn't even on like a needs to know.
Yeah, it wasn't like because like I said, nobody hit my phone like, hey, I heard what happened, I'm sorry, you can talk to me, like none of that. So it was just more or less like,
just saying,
here's this information, just run with it. Like,
yeah, I guess that's my question. Like, why was it even brought up?
Yeah, exactly. So I was saying that, I was thinking these same things. Like,
they didn't know already. How did this even come up?
What was y'all talking about that made you want to tell this?
Exactly. And then she's a female, so of course I got the gaslight. Like, well, blah 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 blah. It's public information. It's on Facebook. They was gonna find out, like, just basic.
But like you said, it's the principle.
It's the
like,
principle.
I don't want you.
What's going on? Hold up, man.
But let me know in the comments.
Yeah,
am I overreacting? Do y'all think it was justified, or am I an emotional bitch? I'm just overreacting. Let me know because from my point of view, I could be overreacting. Maybe I'm tripping.
I'm low-key kind of tight right now just talking about it. Like,
I feel like it's almost kind of like the N-word conversation, like with a white person be like, well, what's the big deal? Like y'all say it all the time and da 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 da. But it's like, but you should understand why I'm telling you I'm not comfortable with you saying it. Right. It shouldn't be no other explanation behind it. So I feel like that's in the same boat. Like, I'm telling you why I'm not comfortable with it. So that should be the end of the conversation. Not well, it shouldn't be no more.
That's what happened too. I was like, when I found out, I'm like, yo, I don't appreciate that. And instead of being like, why I got some,
But
how
now
females
they on the
be,
defense.
they hit you with the, somehow it was my fault. Like,
Yeah,
I was
on
like,
the defense.
this is about me. How?
So again, she found out through
She
other
found,
sources.
so somebody else told her because they found it on Facebook.
Right. And
So she hit me up, same day. And was like,
So now I'm thinking, like, even though she found it on Facebook, the fact that she know you and you haven't told her, that should have been already like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I told her. I was like, I didn't even tell you. So like, why are you telling my business to other people?
That means like just leave it where it's at.
Right.
Don't even. What's the reason you telling the next person that?
Right. Or she should, like, they should have came to you.
Right.
Like, so,
Yeah, I would have been more like, I would have been more acceptable if she was like, do you want to tell them? Are you gonna tell people this is a secret?
Right, and that's
like,
that's
something
where
like
I was
that.
about to go with it.
Because the fact
If
that
I'm in this situation and somebody, or if I saw it on Facebook, I would have to literally come to you first.
Right.
Before, like,
because
for real.
in my head I'm thinking, okay, you told these people, and they didn't even hit me up about it. So I'm in my head I'm thinking, was this like, I'm gonna tell you this business? Don't tell them that I told you, because then if that's the case,
yeah, that's a
you're
whole
wrong. Like, because you
Yeah.
already knew. Like,
it's
Because
already
like,
wrong.
I don't
Let's
know.
be
I don't know
further
anybody
wrong.
that gets told this business and doesn't hit that person up like, "Hey, I heard what happened." My condolences. To just to have that information and not hit me up or like even mention it when I get there. It's just like, what did you need to know in the first place for?
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel you.
That's
kinda
definitely true.
phony. I ain't gonna
Definitely
throw that
phony.
out there. Yeah.
Definitely phony. But I mean, in general, kind of like with our next topic, I feel like it's a lot of different things that females kind of throw at us. That might be a little bit toxic. The gaslighting thing, that's definitely one of them.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like you almost got to deal with some of it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really call them on certain things. You know what I mean? At least it feels that way. You can do whatever you want to do, but it
Yeah.
does feel like if you call them on it, they're gonna deny it and make you look
Right.
crazy.
Yeah,
It's
be ready
kind of
for
a
that backlash.
lose-lose.
Especially when there's like no grounding of like solid evidence to prove.
Yeah, you better come with a full book.
Yeah, you gonna need a lawyer or something. Or you need to be a lawyer yourself already.
Or you lying.
Just to-
Or you lying.
You know?
Even when you ask questions like, yo, why would I lie? Well, why would I lie? Okay, well, wait a minute. That's one thing I hate,
Yeah.
bro. One of the pet peeves is when somebody hits you, when you ask somebody a question, they hit the same question back to you. It's like, all right.
We ain't going
What
nowhere.
are we doing?
at this point, what are we doing? Like, dude, if I'm gonna ask you a question, answer the question. I try to practice. Answer the question,
Right.
then ask your question.
Right.
So when I say why to answer it, then you can ask me the same thing. I'll answer it. Because that's, to me, starts a mature foundation. All right, let's start a foundation of actually having a back and forth dialogue, not just
Right.
I'm grilling you or you grilling me or we have a stalemate where nobody's in. Because we're obviously not going to get anywhere in that conversation. So
Right.
man, like, let's start it where it makes some sense, man.
For sure.
100%. So I mean,
But the reason why I had brought that up is because with the Johnny Depp situation,
Yeah.
I know T been following it, so definitely just want to get a little update on that.
mainly just how you say, toxicity.
Yeah.
And nothing against the feminine, if you know, but just the toxic of, what a female can bring, especially.
She shit on this man's bed.
Especially.
Alright, yo.
Hey, man. That's the motherfucking intro right there.
Dookie. Yo.
Yo, squat.
Alright, yo.
Two girls, one cup, nigga.
Oh,
man.
Oh, wait a minute.
Where'd the cup go?
Hey, who brought Blake?
Took it back.
You brought this guy?
Nah.
It's your cousin?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yo,
yo.
nah, it's just domestic violence, domestic abuse. Just mainly, the guy actually being the victim, and actually brought the light for once.
Yeah, exactly.
I know that one thing, not to cut you off, but the one thing that really stuck out to me about the case was when dude said, what did he say? About the one line where he was like, when they were showing the phone call conversation between him and the girl basically just said, go ahead, tell who you want to tell, Johnny. Who's gonna believe you?
Oh yeah, she said.
And to me, that was like the
She
most
literally
like.
gave him the script. She said, "Say I, Johnny Depp, you know, I'm a man of domestic abuse or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what she was like. I'm gonna believe you.
And it's crazy. She antagonizes this man so much and still looks sad in the courtroom like she didn't do that.
Exactly.
Like what?
Still playing it
I don't
wrong.
like that.
That's
That
kind of
manipulative shit. Yeah, I
Still
hate that
playing
shit so
it.
much.
And I
It's
think, of course, we wouldn't date a chick like that, obviously, you know what I'm saying? If she's doing that, we're smart enough to leave. But I feel like a lot of the times females don't understand, like, sometimes, like, their unwillingness to take accountability, simply just apologize, things like that will make them, like Juan said, gaslight. They'll start doing things where it's like, yo, I didn't do that now. Why you making it seem like you know what I'm saying? Or, so I'm nothing then. Like, all right, well, I didn't say that. I was just, you know what I'm saying? They start throwing out. One thing I really don't like is when people throw out the definites, like extremes, like I'm always late, or fine, I'll never do. I never said never. I didn't say always. I didn't say most of the time, because those things aren't. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, that's not true. If anything was always a never with you, I probably wouldn't be with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But and I try not to throw out arguments that I have no grounds on. When you say always and never to somebody, usually you're not gonna have grounds.
That's pretty solid.
You're not gonna have grounds.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell me when I did that.
You
Ain't
have
got
to
no
have
answer.
Somebody can tell you.
You're gonna have to have the folder.
Somebody can tell you one time that they didn't do what you're talking
Right.
about. So always and never should never come out anybody's mouth. It's, no way. I could be late every single time, but I can tell you one time I wasn't.
Right.
Okay, so you're lying. Caught you. Your argument is nothing to me anymore. You know what I'm saying? I've already found out you're lying. So I try not to use stuff like that. And that gaslight thing is a big thing, though. That I feel like the females have a way of manipulating a conversation to where it's like, how did I get here? I was simply just trying to tell you that I had a problem with something.
Right.
Now we're talking about your problems.
Right, it happens all the time. That shit. I'll never get it. Like I'll start like, you know, someone else say I got a problem with this, and somehow I'm the bad guy
Yeah.
for saying I have a problem with
Because
this.
all they hear is you have a problem.
Yeah, all I
with me.
hear is the problem. It's
You have
like
a problem with me, and it's like I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the situation is the
And
problem.
this is how we can work it out.
because I've seen like videos on like TikTok or Instagram where like, you know, man busted on his girl getting banged out. The first thing she do is break down crying like you didn't know you was sucking this man's dick. Like what you crying for? Like,
Did he get bit by a snake too?
yeah, like, what was he crying for? Like, and then I'll never understand it.
Or bringing up this is a really one that I don't like so much. Bringing up a past situation when you're talking about something that's happening like recently. So they'll bring up your past from like 2 years ago. When you're talking about something that happened 2 months ago, it's like, all right, I get what you're saying, and yes, I was trash when I was 23.
Right.
Got it. But we're talking about 27. We're now 27. We're trying to build something new.
Right.
And in the more present, you messing up. So like you keep bringing up what I did when I was young, but
But you stay.
now we're trying to make something.
Even with that, like they're bringing up something back in the day.
Excuse me.
It's like the same deal when they bring up something from a partner previous before you.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yo, that wasn't me.
Yeah. And I've actually, and since we're doing this, ladies, so you understand we are fair people, I'm going to say something that I've done wrong before. I have been one to mess up in that area where I brought up like past relationships as an example of what's not happening now, whatever the case may be.
Right.
At the time, it was me being smart, not smart like trying to be funny, but smart as using my brain. I'm using past experiences to justify how I know things can go with effort and work. And to her, of course, she wasn't hearing it like that. I'm comparing her to another woman.
Yeah.
Right.
Huge
So that was
riff.
wrong.
Yeah. I still hear about it. Yeah. But it's like, to me, I thought I was doing the right thing, but now in hindsight, I never should have did that. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Although I
right,
meant
right.
what I said, that's
I'm
not
guilty of
something
it
you're
too.
supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's easy though because it's a
Right.
real experience. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to make a point to somebody so they understand, not trying to bring them down, but trying to say, yo, this is possible.
Because at that point, it's just like, well, just be back with that bitch then.
Yeah,
True.
that's how they look at it.
And that's what I had heard
I
at the
didn't,
time.
I didn't realize that, that was the point of view, because I'm guilty of the same shit. Like, well, this is how it, the dynamic with me and ex chick was.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh well.
But you're only using it just to say, look.
To help us.
Yes.
To help us.
This is possible. You can do this, and here's what you will get from me. I know because I've been in the situation and done it before, but it never really comes out like that, and it really does make a bigger issue. So as men, that is something that we gotta try to get away from because we so logical based, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Logic says, hey man, if I've done it before, explain how it worked before. This person will get it and maneuver. But in reality, it just doesn't go like that.
It
Women
does
have
not.
emotions, and all you hear is
What
Josh
you
isn't
feel?
good as T.
Yeah.
That's all you hear. That's all you. Juan, you're not as good as like. That's all you're gonna get from that situation, and that's one of those situations. I think as a dude, if you put yourself in it, you'll find out like, okay, yeah, that don't feel good. Yeah, that don't feel good. JoJo used to always take me to like. It's like. Look at people joke. Yeah.
Call him right now so I can tell him.
Yeah.
Shit, go be with JoJo.
You gonna make me holler his name too? Like, yeah,
How
you
you
crazy?
walking the
No,
walk?
we're not even thinking about that. We're just trying to compare two of similar situations and hopefully get the same outcome.
Yeah, but
Better.
go ahead, no, Wilson.
I was just saying, but see, that's the thing. They don't want you to compare the situations because they always looking at it like, well, I'm better than that.
Yeah,
anyway,
everything
so why
is a
you even
comparison.
comparing me
Yeah, what it
to
was.
somebody I'm supposed to be better than?
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
And then you
And
get
if
like
I'm wrong
T
for
said,
saying, I kind of the same. I don't know.
oh, that's a Juan. Hey, Juan said.
Hey, I don't know why, but
I'm
the
not gonna
last,
say that,
the last 4 private relationships, every time I'm in, I'm like, God, this is the same as the last one. Like,
Oh man,
I
that's
can't get
tough.
back. And all in the same way.
It do be stuff the
It
same.
have
It do be
similarities.
Yeah, it do be stuff the same.
Similarities be
Hey,
real
bro,
close.
if there was a checklist like blue, black, boom, 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 like every single one, I'm like, yes, the last one, black, they same shit. I'm like, yo, how do I keep getting these?
Hey, at a certain point though, when is
It's
it you
gotta
though?
be
Yeah,
me.
that's
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm saying.
saying.
It's gotta be me.
When is it the people that you picking,
Cause
bro?
me, I'm not a quiet guy, but like most of the girls I end up dating approach me first. So it's
Yeah, I was like that for a really
so it's
long time.
like, how do I keep attracting the same girls?
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, it's really just why am I always interested in the same girls? Because anybody can come up to you, but you only gonna pick the ones that you really, you know what I'm saying, the ones that you're trying to rock with or
That's
whatever.
true.
That goes back to the comfort
these
zone
last,
we spoke
man.
about before.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I had a nice little archetype for a while where it was like same, light skin, fatty, just a fatty. Don't care what color you are. Just, you know what I'm saying? Big, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you pretty much had me sold out. But yeah. You do gotta eventually take some accountability. All right, cool. Well,
sure.
it's clearly just me. I keep picking these same
Yeah.
type chicks or whatever the case may be.
sure.
But I don't know. I feel like the only way out of situations like that is just practicing better habits. That's all you can really do. Like having those conversations with your bros. Like, yo, I did this. It was dumb. Like I just said about the comparison thing. Being able to say that out loud, admit that you was wrong, admit to your partner, yo, I shouldn't have did that. Try to grow. Because that's the same thing you would expect from them. Like, you want the chick to one day, at anything, be able to come up to you and be like, yo, I was wrong. Let's work on doing it better. I don't think chicks even understand how far that would go if you just, you know what I'm saying? No nigga is so unsensible in his head that if you said that, he would be like, no, I'm still mad. Like, no, they would be
I'm
like,
not gonna lie,
thank
I think that's probably
you.
one of my faults. Like once you do it, it's like no matter what
That's it
you
for
tell
you.
me, it's
That's
it
it.
for me. Like
It's that's
That's just
no,
me.
but
That's just me.
that's a Juan thing
That's
though.
just the me thing.
Some of
It's
us,
like-
some of us are sensible. We understand.
I'm only like that because
To a
it's like
degree.
it's like
Well, yeah, nah,
at the certain
Yeah.
point once it happens, it's like, well, why didn't you think of this before it happened?
I feel you. I be in the
'Cause
same.
I wouldn't be mad if you would have already thought of how I would already how I would react to this. Like there was no way you did this. It was like, oh, yeah, he could be happy about this. Like, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why I'd be like, I'm already mad now.
Yeah.
Once I get mad, it's done. Like, I can't turn that off.
It's like looking in the
I
mirror,
can't
bro.
turn that off.
Yeah,
I think that's a part
I'm in the same boat.
of maturing in a way though, because it's like
Yeah. It
if
is.
this person gets X amount of time to make a mistake, are you comfortable if you only get X amount of, you know what I'm saying? Like this comparison thing, I might have did this numerous times, but it took me numerous times to be able to have a conversation about it and figure out, okay, clearly I was wrong. It might take me 10 times to repeatedly get it wrong for me to say, clearly I'm not going to get anywhere doing this. Let's exercise. Shouldn't have never did it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? It's kind of like you got to kind of have the same type of grace with people as you want them to have with you. Are you willing to be cut for your second offense? You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm the type of dude like I'm only get mad. I'm not gonna get mad like, oh damn, she didn't like, oh, she let the milk expire. Like, I'm not gonna get mad at that, but like,
I'm weak.
damn, she still texted this nigga after I told her not to. Like,
Oh, yeah,
now I'm mad.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and then you can't tell me I'm sorry because I already told you about this, so it's like.
So those
Yeah.
are that's a different bag. That's a different.
It's like
bag.
levels
Yeah,
to my
that's
anger. Like if I'm like, the small shit I can brush under. Like, all right, you didn't mean to scratch my shit up, like.
Yeah.
Right.
But like,
Car?
yeah, that's different.
She still should have been checking up on that milk though.
But like, if you tell me like, all right, I'm gonna stop talking to this dude, and you still talking to him,
Yeah,
it's about so many I
that's
can be
another
like,
level.
there's so many passes I
Now
can
she
give
don't
you.
respect you.
Yeah,
Like, for real.
Hey, there's only so much.
Yeah,
That's a joke.
that's
That's
a
just a joke.
Yeah, I don't care if
Yeah.
he said good morning. I don't care if he said, I hope all's doing well. If I say don't hit him up or don't reply, don't hit him up or reply. There's no
Yeah, that's a problem. But then, see, it's another.
Because I'm not gonna do that. You say that I don't fuck with this chick.
It depends with a
all right,
situation like
it's
that too, because even with that situation, say you say, all right, don't talk to Buddy Boy, whatever the case may be. It depends on why she talks to Buddy Boy and how she feels about Buddy Boy, because you could say that and then she'll run back on some like, we should have free. We should be able to do what we want to do. It shouldn't be a, you know what I'm saying? I feel controlled. You know what I'm saying? And now once you get in that bag, it's like, all right, well,
you can go and do either.
That's
see what I'm saying? It's a tough bag though.
There
That's
be
a tough
reasons
bag.
behind all of it. Like if it's just a random
But-
guy, I don't care. But if he cracks you down and you still
Understood. But the thing about that, bro, is so crazy. Even with reason, if her reason in her mind is more important than your reason,
Exactly.
what can you do?
Nothing.
Hey, I do what I always do. I'm
Yeah,
out.
Leave.
I'm
That's
out.
the thing. Or
do what I
you can
always
take the
do.
approach.
Flip side,
You can take the approach that most
Yeah.
people don't want to.
I ain't
which is
gonna,
therapy.
if it's that deep, I'm gone. Like I'm not gonna, like, you're not gonna
Now
go
it's
back
like,
and
I'm
forth.
in
But see, that's
Yeah,
the
I'm not gonna compete for those,
that's
bro.
the thing. It's like if you can say, all right, bet I know this is just a friend of this person. You agree in your mind, you think it's a friend. She's saying it's a friend. You believe her, and you still don't wish that they communicate due to their past history or whatever the case may be. And she's totally against that. It's like you almost do have to almost be like T, where it's like you either gonna accept it
Right.
or you got to leave, because you're not gonna be able to explain to her why you know what I'm saying, the severity of it.
I hate having the same conversation more than once.
Yeah, you get 2-3 times.
Twice.
But what I'm finding out, bro,
Maybe
And
three.
Three's
Too much
that's
for
it.
me.
the
After
issue
second
is,
time.
bro, the issue, although that sounds good, the issue is, what I'm finding out is a lot of times you just have to leave then.
Oh,
Because you're not going to win a lot of these. Like,
No,
and when you start adding in, oh, this, I really love this is my true love, I really, really love this, it's like, Dad, do I got to dip after every one of these? It starts to play with your mind like,
What
wow.
I'm 3
Now
deep
you gotta
now.
question
I'm
yourself.
3 in there. I'm
Am I
3 deep
willing
and
to-
leaving now.
9 times out of 10, most of the stuff that I end up leaving for is something that I've said in the beginning, like, hey, if this is how
Right.
you move,
It's-
I'm not
it's
really
'cause I
cool
had
with
the
that.
same
Yeah.
I don't
conversation.
need to find out 7 months in that you still moving like that, because I said it month 1 in, I don't want you to
Shit,
move
not
like
even 7
that.
months. You got to the third.
Ah, yeah.
Third month.
Right.
That's
Hey,
it.
there's no
Yeah.
reason. There's nothing you can tell me that justify you doing something that you know I don't want you to do,
Yeah.
and you know that I don't want you to do it. So
Yeah.
you can't justify that. You can't be like, oh, I didn't know. Well, bitch, the message is.
Well,
What do you mean? I took the screenshots.
Yeah,
Like,
bitch. No, that's wild,
now I'm
bro.
Johnny Depp. Like, now I'm a bad guy. But nonetheless.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
Back to him. It's just crazy how people are so ready to just accept that he was gonna like abuse her.
Yeah.
And it's like
Disney cut him straight
Yo, they
off
just-
off the first accusation. Disney just
didn't
cut
even
him
know
off.
nothing. Just like, alright.
That man said I wouldn't go back if they paid me $300 million and something else.
Gave some stock in the company
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
Because he was like, that was just straight betrayal.
Seriously. And it's like at that point, what does your character say for you? Because when have we ever known for Johnny Depp to do anything of that
Not
caliber?
one person
Dude
can
ain't
say
even stole
nothing.
a car.
Yeah.
You know, but now all of a sudden he beat women. It's like, so what it's almost
Come on,
like,
man.
what
His-
more can I do?
His ex-wife, the mother of his children. So the wife was testifying on his behalf. So, you know, like, that says a lot about his character. Especially being, like, the father of the kids. I mean, even on top of that, I wouldn't think she would want to, like, put him in a bad light.
Yeah.
Regardless, so.
But the thing is, with a situation like that, if that's what Johnny Depp was doing, abusing shawty girl as well, his wife,
Yeah.
and then someone else came out and testified and said that, hey man, he's abusing me, she'd probably be very quick to say, you know what, look, he been doing it to me too. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole Me Too movement.
Yeah, the whole R. Kelly trial.
That's the whole Me Too. Bro, for real, that's exactly what happened. One person said it and other people started speaking out. Although he got railroaded in R. Kelly, we'll talk about it later. But you know, yeah, though, that's how that thing goes. So to me, for her stepping out saying that ain't never happened, it shows a lot of credence to what Johnny was saying.
Yeah, and this Amber feeling real comfortable going into that, thinking she was actually gonna come out on top.
Yeah, but she didn't know. She lost, huh?
Yeah,
lost the trial. It's all way over. So. Hey, that's exactly what's supposed to happen, man. That's exactly what's supposed to happen. So I'm glad that yeah, exactly. I'm glad it was able to work. And if you know, we not no wild straight misogynistic type guys. If at the end of the day Johnny was wrong for doing what he did, then I'd be happy that he was going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whoever's violating
as long as
deserves to go down.
Straightforward, fair fight.
Yeah, that's it.
He got the justice, or she got the justice, or he got the justice. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't think anybody's word should be higher than the other.
Exactly.
Whoever got facts, that's who got the. You know what I'm saying? The biggest word, not just. Hey, I'm a girl. Hey, I'm a guy. No, man, who got proof of some of these things?
Right.
Who was documenting? You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely more rewarding and like, I guess the accomplished feeling for Johnny because he was under the radar with it for so long.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, he had that label on him for like 7 years now, until now that it's like brought to light. So.
Yeah,
that's why most men stay in the dark about shit like this, because just going off a word, a man versus a female, 9 times out of 10 they gonna believe the female. And if you ain't got no proof, you might also just
especially if your character is all like jacked up, then shit, whatever the females say, they gonna run with it.
No.
So
that's why this guilty until proven innocent mindset gotta change. Like, it's supposed to be the other way around, but it never goes that way.
100%.
That is true. And it seems to most likely, most of the time be like that when it's a male on the side of
they automatically did it.
You know what I mean?
It's like, come on, man.
And that's why you say never go back, because Disney fucking deemed them guilty off the rip. So.
Yeah, I think Dior
definitely disloyal.
No,
definitely gonna buy some Dior now.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out Bill Cosby. Shout out Bill Cosby, man. He ain't dead, bro.
I was about to say he died.
Hey, yo.
Bro rolling over in his grave.
Where does Bill live? Yo, yeah. But nah, man, that was a good segment today, man. Great pod. It's your boy Cal. I appreciate Josh being with us today. First and foremost.
Straight from Greensboro, North Carolina.
Definitely do. That about to get him back home right now.
Solid 3 hours.
3 quick hours? Yeah, I don't like driving.
I gotta drive too, so.
Oh yeah. Enjoy that, man. You got the Ugg boots on. At least you comfy, baby.
I'm gonna put the flops back on.
Oh man.
I take my shoes off.
Toes McGee over here.
I just need to breathe.
Alright, man. Come on, I don't worry about that. Anyway, it's your boy Cal, man. Another pod. Say what's up.
It's your boy KG, man. Say what's up.
Your boy TV back at it.
Sure.
Thanks again coming out, Josh.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate having you.
Hey man, they need to subscribe, eh?
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, they should probably do that.
Yeah.
They should probably
Leave
they
comments.
should probably do that.
Leave comments.
Don't have
Our
my
shit
man
taking
come
dry.
up here from NC for no reason. So.
True. Let us know.
Throw
What
some
do you?
gas money in
Yeah.
cash out.
What do you think about Wan's situation, man?
You think I'm right? I'm overreacting? Let me know, cause
Yeah,
I can only grow if y'all let me know.
That's another bar, man.
It's only grow if you let me know. Hey.
What you rapping right
Hey,
now?
Last thing.
Taking a lot of lyrics from you.
If you and your girl and your boy is in the woods and y'all see a snake, go the other way.
Say what's up. Say what's up.
Especially.
She shit on this man's back.
Especially.
Alright, yo.
You got brains.
All these bitches fall in love, I'm the only one. Say what's up.